In this class, let us discuss about plane mirror. Actually, plane mirror, before going to discuss about plane mirror, we have to discuss about laws of reflection. Now let us take, this is the reflecting surface, AB as a reflecting surface. We take AB as a reflecting surface. Now this light ray is incident ray. This yellow color line is normal line. This incident ray makes some angle with normal line is known as angle of incidence. And this incident ray makes some angle with the reflecting surface is known as glancing angle. Once again, let me repeat here. This incident ray makes angle with normal line as angle of incidence, and this incident ray makes some angle with the reflecting surface glancing angle. And this angle made by the reflected ray with normal line is angle of reflection. This is the reflected ray. This is the reflected ray. Now here, laws of reflection, two laws of reflections are there. First law is, what is that means? This incident ray, reflected ray and normal line, all these are lie in the same plane and meet at a point is known as point of incidence. Let us take as a P. Once again, let me repeat. First law of reflection states that this incident ray, reflected ray, normal line lie in the same plane and meet at a point is known as point of incidence. And the second law of reflection states that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. For whatever surface let it be, for reflection, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection always will be there. And here glancing angle is there. This glancing angle and the angle of incidence, if you add, we will get as a 90 degree. Angle of glancing plus angle of incidence is equal to 90 degree. So glancing angle is equal to 90 degree minus angle of incidence. Suppose if you would have extended this incident ray as it is travels in a straight line, like that straight line, if you would have taken, then this is the final path, reflected ray, this is the final path. This is the original path, incident ray original path, this one. The angle through which a light ray is deviated is known as angle of deviation. Angle of deviation is the angle between original path and final path. Otherwise, the angle through which reflected ray deviated from original path is known as angle of deviation. Now we can get a relation between angle of deviation and angle of incidence. See here, this is a straight line. Sum of all the angles in the same side of a straight line equal to 180 degree. So that we take as a I plus R plus D is equal to 180 degree. We know that I is equal to R from second law of reflection. So that deviation is equal to 180 minus 2I. 180 minus 2I. From this we can take common 2. So we are getting 90 minus I. 90 minus I. Now deviation is equal to 2 into 90 minus I is known as glancing angle. So angle of deviation is equal to twice the glancing angle. So this is what we got, reflection of light. Reflection of light, first law, second law. In this angle of incidence, angle of reflection, glancing angle of deviation is there. Now we got relation between glancing angle and angle of incidence, angle of deviation and glancing angle. These relations we got. Now let us discuss plane mirror. Here plane mirror is there. This plane mirror, listen one see here. This is the plane mirror. We have taken this M dash as a plane mirror, M dash as a plane mirror, and we taken AB as a object. Now we are going to discuss in plane mirror nature of the image formed. We are going to discuss. To find nature of the discuss, now what we are doing means ray diagram we are drawing. We have taken two rays from the point A of the object. One ray is taken parallel to the normal line. Another ray is taken, it strikes at the point P. Now we can take angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Now from A we have taken light ray. This light ray, according to second law of reflection, angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection. So this light ray reflecting. Here another one line we taken that is parallel to normal line. For this angle of incidence 0, so that reflected light will be retraces. Now let us name this one as a first ray and this one as a second ray. This first ray and second rays are appears to diverge from this point A dash. So that image is formed behind the mirror. Now we take two triangles. This PA dash B dash one triangle and PAB this another triangle. This angle and this angles are alternate angles so that these are R is equal to I. From this, what do we understand in the sense ABP and A dash PB dash angles are same and AB size and A dash B dash size are equal. So three angles of the ABP triangle and three angles of A dash P are equal and one side commonly is there. So that triangle APB is congruent to the triangle A dash P B dash. So that from this from congruent triangle corresponding sides are equal will come. So that here object size is equal to image size. Object size is equal to image size. Object size is equal to image size. That is one point we got. Another point is distance of the object from the mirror is known as object distance, and the distance of the image from the mirror is known as image distance. Here object distance is also equal to image distance. Another point is object distance is equal to image distance. Object distance taken as a u, image distance taken as v. And here image is virtual image, since divergent rays only forms the image, so that image formed is virtual image. And the image formed behind the mirror, and here image is laterally inverted. So what are the characteristics of the so-called image formed by the plane mirror is object size equal to image size and object distance equal to image distance, and image is erect, virtual, image formed behind the mirror, and image is laterally inverted. These are the characteristics of the so-called image formed by the plane mirror. Now we are going to discuss when object moves towards the mirror, image will move with a certain speed. Otherwise, mirror also can be moved, object moved, so that image may be moving. So if object speed and mirror speed is given, then what is the speed of the image we have to find. For that sake, what we are doing means, what we are assuming in the sense, object distance from the mirror always is equal to image distance from the mirror. That concept, if we consider, from that we can get speed of the image if object speed and mirror speed is given. Now we are going to find a relation between object speed, mirror speed, and image speed. Now we are going to get relation between object speed. Let us take object speed as a u0 and mirror speed as a um and image speed as ui. Now see here, we have taken, what is that means, this is the mirror, here we are taking object, here we are taking image. Distance of the object with respect to mirror always is equal to distance of the image with respect to mirror. By taking this concept only, we can get relation between velocities of object, mirror, and image. These velocities are absolute velocities relation we are going to get. See here distance only I told equal. Here with respect to mirror means, to the mirror left side only object is there and image right side is there. In displacement, if you take distance of the object with respect to mirror is equal to, displacement of the image with respect to mirror with minus will come, because with respect to mirror, object and image are oppositely is there. Now we can write this one as distance of the object minus distance of the mirror with respect to origin is equal to minus of distance of the image minus distance of the mirror. Now we have taken this distance all as a displacement because in vector method we are taking. By differentiating this equation, by differentiating above equation, displacement, if you differentiate, we will get velocity. By differentiating above equation, we can get u naught minus um is equal to minus of ui minus um. Again, by differentiating this equation, by differentiating again by differentiating, we can get acceleration. Acceleration of object minus acceleration of mirror is equal to minus of acceleration of image minus acceleration of the mirror. Like that we can get. With this concept, let us solve one problem now. See here. Here, let us take one problem. Here, mirror, we take this mirror and object approach towards each other with equal speed u. Let us take. Then, what is the image speed? With this concept, what problem we are going to discuss means, if object and mirror are approaching towards each other, then what is the image speed we are going to find? Here velocity, here in vector form now we have to take, so that object speed if you take as a u, then image speed you have to take as minus u. Object speed if you take as a u, mirror speed you have to take as a minus u, because mirror and objects are oppositely moves. Now we have to find image speed. For that we have to use this equation. This equation we are going to use. By substituting in this equation object speed and image speed, object speed and mirror speed, we can get image speed. Substituting by u naught place we are substituting u, and um place we are substituting minus u. That is equal to minus of image speed is ui, minus of place we are substituting minus u, where is the speed of velocity of the mirror, where is the velocity of the mirror. By simplifying this equation, now we can get 2u is equal to minus ui minus u. So now we are getting ui is equal to minus 3u. That means image speed is equal to minus of image speed is equal to minus of 3 times of object speed. That means object moves that means image moves opposite side of the object. Otherwise, image moves along the mirror. Like that we can take.